This is not how I expected Season 1 to end. We have 3 games left to play. We are up against Riga with a chance to win the FA Cup. We then have to play Riga and Latvian, maybe, I don't know whether that's how it's pronounced, with a chance to win the league at our very first opportunity. This is not what I was expecting, but we are getting close to possibly being in the Champions League. Hello and welcome back to Building a Nation Latvia and FM21 with the Skinnz Academy. And yes, we've got 3 matches potentially in today's episode. It might just be 2, because if we beat Riga in our first league game of the episode, we will be crowned champions at that point. Before we jump into the episode though, if you are new to the channel and you're enjoying these videos, do please consider hitting the like button and the subscribe button, because it helps me out massively with the whole YouTube algorithm-y things. Basically, the more people who like it, the more likely it's going to get promoted to other people, and then snowball effect, maybe? Question mark? Possibly, who knows? Anyway, Football Manager. That was a bit of a weird start, wasn't it? That was a very strange start to an episode. Anyway, as you can see, we've got 3 games left. Riga, and Latvian. If you look in between episodes, what have we done? I can't even remember where we finished off, actually. It was around here, wasn't it? It was the Ventspils and RFS matches, I think. We've basically won everything, and then, oh yeah, we put 10 plus dog repels. They're awful. They are absolutely awful. Yurkov's scoring 3 in this one. Also, you might notice there are some players now, Yanis Vulgus, for example, has a little star next to his name. I've put stars next to players who I think are good, or going to be good. Not necessarily they are good, but they are going to be good. So I'm trying to get them some more games. Vulgus has played 2 matches, has 1 goal and 2 assists to his name. I don't know what he's doing. He's a centre-back. The first match, though, of today's episode is actually going to be the Latvian Cup final against Riga. It is first versus second. We are currently first, Riga currently second. This is a big game. Arguably, I want to win it. I mean, realistically, we don't care whether we win the Cup or not, because the Champions League is our goal, and that is obviously you have to win the actual Latvian League to do that. But winning the Latvian Cup is something good, kind of, I guess, boosting reputation. It's going to be Zomas in goal. Kuaku, Bakayoko, Vulgus, Vugels. It's Vugels. Vugels? Yanis Vugels? Sure, we'll go with Vugels. And Lyzan's at the back. Torre and Kouassi in the middle. Wilson and Zavs on the wings. Yurkovs, and Chuchukwu as our strikers. It's been like a day or 2 since I've recorded this, and I can't pronounce anybody's names. We've kind of got potential issues with suspensions. Kouaku, Bakayoko, Lyzans, Kouassi, also Gilnix, 1 game away from a suspension, and that game might be the deciding match for the league, so we kind of want to make sure they're available. We are also missing Troninkovs through a suspension. He's also 1 yellow card away from another suspension, but he'll be back for the next Riga game. Anyway, let's win a cup. Oh yeah, Riga have Yangamabila, don't they? I think I pointed this out in the last episode. Yangamabila, who is, as far as I remember, former Newcastle and possibly Marseille, a few teams in France, central defender. There you can see him. He's very good. He should not be playing at this level of football. It's a header clear. Babian collects it for Riga, off towards that left-hand side. It is literally just 4 minutes on the clock. Through ball, Bakayoko clears it. Yurkovs controls, who, by the way, the biggest news, has signed a new contract. Vugels clears the upfield. Is it Vugels? I have no idea. We're going to call him Vugels, or whatever comes out of my mouth at the time. Zavs, he's going to run from the left all the way across towards the right-hand side. Wilson controls it. The big 6'5" winger passes it through to Yurkovs, and Mikhails Yurkovs gets his 41st goal of the season. We're 1-0 up against Riga in the cup final. We might be getting ourselves our first ever trophy. Corner from Kouassi on the right-hand side. Vugels is there. It's gone just over the bar. I've gone for Vugels, you name it. I've said it now, and they're all different every time. Zommers with the goal kick. Bakayoko. Nice, easy name to say is Bakayoko. Goes long towards, I assume, Yurkovs. It's actually to Chuchukwu. Yurkovs has got past 1 man, trying to make a bit of space for himself. The Latvian international off to the right-hand side. Zavs is there, crosses it. Chuchukwu heads towards goal. Goes just over the keeper's bar, still 1-0, but still only about 18 minutes on the clock. We're seeing the goal kick as well, off towards our right-hand side. Lyzan's forward, Zavs controls. Where are we going to go? Is this an actual highlight? I assume it is, because it wasn't just the goal kick, was it? Torre, down towards the right. Wilson's in front, he's cut into the middle. It's crossed to the corner flag. That was a shot. I think that was a shot. Throw for Kouaku to Chuchukwu, who's actually got a fair amount of goals this season, despite the fact he's our number 2 striker. That's a penalty. We have no VAR. That looked like it was outside the area to me, but the referee said, nope, that's inside the penalty area. So Yurkovs is going to step up against Burkic. Where's he going to go? Smashes that as hard as he possibly can into the top left corner. It's 2-0 against Riga. The trophy might be heading its way to the Skinnz Football Academy. Tuchukwu with a free kick. Still not even half an hour played. Yangamabiwa, I think that was, headed it clear. Zavs has this, crosses it to Tuchukwu out just edge of the area. Trying to make some space for himself. It's fallen to Zavs. Back to Tuchukwu again. Is he going to try the same thing? He's going to go for goal this time. Wilson's there on the rebound. It is 3-0. 19th goal of the season for Wilson. We are definitely going to be winning this cup. I'd quite like the highlights to stop, you know. Like we've got like 3 matches potentially in this episode. I'd quite like to not have a 45-minute episode to end the season, if you wouldn't mind. Bakayoko has this. Still got over 10 minutes of the first half. He's gone all the way back to Zommers. I'm not quite sure what this highlight is. Zommers forward to Torre. Torre needs an option. It's Wilson, it's not. It's gone back to Bakayoko. What are we doing in this highlight? So far, literally no shots have happened, and it's been probably a 2 or 3 minute highlight. Yurkovs is there. Yurkovs on the half volley. Makes it 4-0. He gets himself a hat-trick as well. We're champions. We've won the FA Cup. We're still not even at half-time yet, and we've got more highlights going on. Kouassi to Lysands. Is he going to cross this ball in, or maybe go for a little run himself? The left-back plays it over to Wilson. Heads down. Tuchukwu's there. It's taken a weird deflection, and it's going to be a free kick because Tuchukwu was offside. Half-time then. 4-0. 4-0 against the second best team in the country. I say second best because we are currently the best team in the country. We're dominating. Absolutely dominating. Well, the second half has been a little bit less exciting, although we're still only 62 minutes in. And this is the first highlight. Kouakou to Bakayoko, who, because of that yellow card, actually will miss the next match against Riga. Which isn't great, is it? It's not a good thing. Ivan Lopez. It's going to be Kouakou heading that forward, but it's not to one of our players. Instead, a grey shirt of Riga. It's a cross. It's a lovely bit of stealing the ball away there by Zavs. He does then lose it. Yurkov's back to Zavs, though. Needs the fullback, Lysands, to come forward. Does use the fullback. Zavs, he's not gone for Zavs. Instead, he's gone to Yurkovs, who is now potentially going to hit 50 goals this season if he keeps up his scoring run at the moment. Torre outside the area. Lysands on the left. There's 3 in the middle. Tries to cross it low. Zavs plays it back. It's fallen to Yurkovs. He's played it across. Zavs is there. Tucks it in at the front post. His 25th of the season. It's 5-0 against Riga. Now, the weird thing is I genuinely don't think my team is that much better than Riga. Like, I genuinely don't think we are that good a side, but we just seem to be doing the business. Oh, here we go. Here's a chance to bring in some of these players. So, all of the players with stars next to their name, I'm training them in a specific position. Smirnov's is an inside forward on the left, so he is not going to be coming on. I don't think I've got any other strikers. No, I haven't. So, we're going to do Mikolov coming on. Do we look at maybe bringing on Lizanov's and giving him a game at centre-back as well? I think we do, you know. We'll take off Bakayoko, bring Lizanov's on, because Lizanov's might need to play the next game. Final 15 minutes. We've got possibly another chance. Actually, we've lost the ball here. Hold on. Don't be doing this. This is not what we want. It's cleared up field. Vogel's forward. His name's changed again, hasn't it? It's definitely changed. Ivan Lopez plays it across. Lovely slide tackle from Kouassi. And now Torre's going to run with this. Across to Gabriel Ramos. That was a strange pass. Kouassi again on a yellow card is sticking those tackles in, which is a bit of a concern. Yurkov's in on goal. Yurkov's almost gets his 4th of the game. It's going to be a corner instead. I'm thinking for our final substitution, it's going to be Torre or Kouassi coming off. It's almost found its way in there. I think that was actually Vogel's in there. I need to give him a nickname because it's not working, is it? Right, final change then. We're going to take off Torre. I think we're going to bring on Kuana. Kuana is, I think we're training him up as a box-to-box. Yeah, we are training him up as a box-to-box. So good, that is exactly where he's going to be coming onto the pitch. We are just going to see out the end of the match then. Hopefully, we don't concede a goal. It'll be nice to win 5-0, pick up a trophy, and then on to the league. Not quite done yet. There's a corner coming in. It's cleared. Kouakou's going to pick this one up. We've got about a minute and, 5 seconds left to play. Kouakou on the right-hand side. Plenty of yellow and white shirts in the middle. Or yellow and blue shirts, I guess. It's not yellow and white. It's yellow and blue. But Veloso's got this for Riga. Are they going to get a very late consolation goal? I think that's Vogels has gone over. It's crossed in, back post. It's a wonderful save from Zommers. He's had to do absolutely nothing all game. He stopped that one from making it 5-1. It remains 5-0. There is still a chance though. 15 seconds left. Corner from the right-hand side, left-footed. It's towards the front. Kwaku heads straight off for a throw. The full-time whistle has to go. We're going to be picking up our first ever trophy as the Skinnz Academy. And then we need to pick up another one later on. Come on, ref. We're over the 92. We're over the 92. Just end the match now. Zav's there with a lovely tackle, conceding another throw. There is the full-time whistle. And here is our first ever trophy as the manager of the Skinnz Academy. Look at this. Look at this. C-U-P. Could you not have just, like, put them all together in the middle? No, I guess not. Here we go then. Who is raising the trophy? I feel like it might be Lysan's, the left back. Look at him go. Come on, buddy. There it is. We are champions. We probably spent way too much money on a ticker tape parade and the fireworks here, because basically I think the prize money is about £1,000. It's not a lot. It's not going to make a difference. And look at Zommers. Wait for him to do his cartwheel. Here he goes. There it is. Lovely. Wonderful job. Apparently we win £30,000 for winning that. That's something I was not expecting. And immediately, I'm in the Latvian Hall of Fame. I imagine there's not many people in here. No, there's not really. We're going to be second in that list, hopefully within about 3 seasons, aren't we? We're hopefully going to be up there very, very quickly. Arguably, we might even be top, because the top one has got 3 divisions and 2 cups, and that's it. We're already 1 cup and potentially 1 league. We're going to be, possibly by the end of this episode, 5th. So this is not the best bit of news, but it's kind of expected. Kawasi and Bakayoko have both picked up a fine. Not a fine, well, they have picked up a fine, but they've picked up a suspension. So Kawasi, who is our central midfielder, who's pretty good, isn't he? 17 assists from Kawasi. Most of them have been corners. Bakayoko is arguably our best central defender as well, so he's going to miss the penultimate game of the season. But we find them both. Right, let's go forward. Let's play Riga again and maybe win the league. The team, then, that is hopefully going to win the league for us. It will be Zommers in goal. A back four of Kwaku, Lizanovs, Gilniks and Lysand. So, Lizanovs is going to be the man playing as that central defender in place of Bakayoko, who's suspended. And then we brought in Gilniks because I didn't want to get 2 of our central defenders suspended for the final game. So, we're missing Bakayoko, but Gilniks is back. It will be Torre and Troninkovs in the middle. Troninkovs obviously returns from his suspension. Wilson and Zavs on the wings. Yurkovs and Mikolov as our 2 strikers today. So all we need to do is draw. A draw or a victory will be enough for us. If we lose, we still might have a chance, because we then have to just go into the final game of the season and not lose, essentially. Because Riga will be on the same points as us. Lopez has gone for goal. It's not the best effort from Lopez. But yeah, a draw will mean that I think we stay 3 points clear, but the goal difference is so drastic in our favour that it shouldn't be overturned. It's literally 20 goals in our favour. Nat has been tackled. It's a great tackle, but Troninkovs can't collect it. Riga are already looking much better in this match than they were in the cup final. Ivan Lopez on the right. Troninkovs with a good slide tackle, but doesn't quite win the ball. Soisalo goes for goal. It's a wonderful effort. Hits the underside of the bar. Lysand clears it. Another highlight straight away, though. Wilson's nicked that. That's a red card. Right then, that suddenly got very interesting. Akantash, maybe? Gets himself sent off for a reckless tackle. That might change things quite drastically for Riga. This might also change things for us. Right, Kwaku's injured. Rafalskis is going to come on. I think Rafalskis arguably should have a star next to his name as well, because I think he's good. But he's a little bit too old to be considered a future star at 22. He's also not very old, is he? But anyone who's like 18 have got a star next to their name. Lysand's on the left-hand side in the penalty area. He's been tackled by Ivan Lopez. Lysand's is complaining, and now Riga have got loads of space down their right-hand side. Lysand's is desperately trying to get back. Troninkovs is there. You can tell Troninkovs and Wilson because they're absolutely ginormous. Wilson has this ball, finds Mikolov, goes for an absolute rocket, and Roberts Mikolov has made it 1-0 to the Skinnz Football Academy. And that is potentially the goal that wins us the title. So Riga obviously got their players sent off, and they haven't reshaped at all. They've literally just left this massive hole on their right wing spot. Burkic's free kick isn't the best, it's straight to Wilson. Loads of space to run into for the big Ivorian. He's cutting inside, he's been tackled. And now Sekerovic can play it upfield, but it's going to be controlled by Gilniks, who's going to run. Lysand's on the left, Zavs is in front of him, does use number 7. Zavs, who has been on the fringes of a call-up to the international side but hasn't quite made it yet, gets this in the area. Curling effort from Zavs into the bottom corner. It's 2-0. The title is ours. I probably shouldn't say that too quickly because I've been known to bottle things quite frequently. But at the moment, the title is ours. We're 2-0 up. with essentially another game to potentially secure the trophy, even if we lose this one. Yurkov's with it on the right-hand side. He's been tackled, and that is not going to be a foul. It's cleared, and now Wesley Nata can run. He's got, I think that's Troninkov's with him. It is big Troninkov's. Goes back. Now, Leip Veloso on the right-hand side. I mean, they're actually not playing badly, are they? We've just got lucky with a couple of our chances. Lopez gets tackled by Zavs. It's a free kick, apparently. Zavs is going to get a yellow card for that. Or maybe a red, actually. The way they're making a big scene and a big meal of this. That better not be a red. He's getting sent off. Zavs is getting himself sent off. What is going on there? Right, now, arguably, what we do here is we drop Mikolov onto the left wing and then see which one of Mikolov and Yurkov's is better as a winger. Neither of them. I mean, Mikolov, are you left-footed? You're right-footed. You're gonna try, buddy. You're gonna try until half-time. If it doesn't work, then you might be getting subbed, unfortunately. 1 minute left to play of the first half. Riga do have the ball in a very good position. Lysand was not paying enough attention. Wesley Nata hits the post, gets the rebound. It's 2-1. I really shouldn't have said that we were champions just yet, should I? There is still definitely time for Riga to turn this one around. It has been a bit of an ill-tempered affair. There has been 2 red cards and 2 injuries so far in this match. I mean, I don't really know what's going on. I mean, I'm going to thrash arms. No, point finger, I'm not happy. We are only winning 2-1. We should be winning by more. Barely a minute played in the second half, and annoyingly, Riga do have the ball. Across right-hand side is Ivan Lopez. Loads of space for Lopez to run into. Lysans is there. Veloso's there. Veloso's made it 2-2. Don't be doing this now, game. Straight after the equaliser, we've got ourselves possibly a chance. Lysans, he's got Mikolov in front of him. Does use Mikolov. Lysans has carried on his run. Mikolov's gone long towards Yurkov's. Needs some support. Wilson's at the back post and Wilson is there. A lovely headed effort from the Ivorian. I'm not quite sure what that celebration was. It looked like he did a little jig, didn't he? Apparently, that's also his 20th goal of the season. Right, well, we're back in front. We're back at the top of the table. There is arguably, this isn't going to secure us the title. Arguably, we are not going to be presented with a trophy at the end of this match because basically, we still could technically lose our final game of the season and have a 20-goal swing. Troninkov's with this ball for us, 67 minutes to Torre. He's got loads of space to run into. Right-hand side is Wilson, our third goal scorer. The fullback is making a run. He hasn't used him instead. Yanka Mabiwa heads straight back to Burkic. So, the Riga keeper has it in his hands. What are we doing here? Kicks it long. Over the halfway line. Get it back forward, buddy. Nope. Veloso, who's also scored a goal for Riga, gets some space for himself. Zomers palms that over the bar. Wasn't the most convincing from the Latvian keeper. It's going to be a corner for Riga. I need to do something. Rafalskis isn't playing very well, but he is our substitute. He's our backup right back. And he's kind of the one that they seem to be picking on. Troninkov's as well, actually, on a 6'4", jumping up to a 6'5" now. Right, what do? I think we take Mikolov off when we bring on somebody who's a little bit more suited for that position. We'll bring on a Hassin because I think he's all right, isn't he? Troninkov's as well. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do Troninkov's coming off. Oh, sorry, not coming off. Moving to a central defender, and then we'll bring on a central midfielder. We're going to bring on Kauna again because, like I said earlier, I want to get the youngsters getting some game time. Putting Troninkov's as a centre-back actually might not be the best plan, because if he's playing badly, he's not necessarily going to play better as a centre-back, is he? Torre's going to play that through to Yurkov's. A side-footed effort from the striker, hits it just wide. Still 3-2, 15 minutes left to play. Actually, if it stays this way, we are champions. If it stays this way, we are definitely champions. What was I talking about? Vieira's going to have to come on because Torre's injured. We're out of substitutions. We're down to 9. What do we even do in this situation? I feel like we do this. Like, we just kind of shut up shop. Torre's obviously not going to be on the pitch. We're going to stick somebody on defend. You can be a ball winner. I mean, I'm just relying on Kaunas now to actually do something good. Because we are down to 9 men. I'm still playing positive. That's stupid. Let me change it. Christ, come on. Right, final 5 minutes. We have got very little going on, which is good to see. 5 minutes of injury time. We are going to win the league. Currently 6 points clear. Veloso with a late chance to possibly keep them in it. It's a good save from Zomers from the free kick. There is 3 and a bit minutes left to play. We are going to see the corner. It comes in towards the back post. Gilnix gets ahead on it. No, he doesn't. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Kauner has pushed somebody. If they score, I think we're still champions. Wesley Nata steps up then against Zommers. He gets it past Zommers. It's going to be potentially 3-3 on the night, but I don't think it's going to matter. The full-time whistle goes, and we're not technically champions. We're technically not champions, which means we now have to play the final game of the season and don't lose 10-0. We're not going to lose 10-0, but we still have to do it. I'm going to say I'm disappointed, and then the players who got Actually, no, let's not pick a fight now. Kouakou has broken his ribs. Well, that's certainly his season done. Torre has twisted his ankle, so that's his season done. One more match to go, and we're missing a lot of key players. A lot of key players are going to be missing from that match. We're missing Kouakou, Torre, Troninkovs, and Zavs. Oh, this isn't good. Right, we're going to come back. We're going to get to basically... I'm not going to show the entire final episode, or final match, sorry, because we're essentially going to win it, hopefully. Unless we start losing like 9 or 10-0. But hopefully, you'll come back, and we'll be being presented with a trophy. Right, we are, 10 minutes into the Live game. I'm not going to show you the highlights, basically, but if there's goals, that's what you're going to see. And that very first highlight did result in a goal for the Skinnz Academy, and it is Robert Mikolov to make it 1-0, not even 10 minutes on the clock. Make that 2-0. Oliver Tchokwu, playing as a left winger today, gets on the end of a cross. 2-0, 12 minutes played. Robert Mikolov has now made it 3-0 with his second of the game. It was a ridiculously good ball. I think it was Kouassi with a long ball from basically just inside his own half. Gets onto the end, or Mikolov gets onto the end of it, puts it past the keeper. 3-0, still 21 minutes played. Plenty of time to score lots more goals. Speaking of more goals, we've made it 4-0. Oliver Tchokwu once again on the score sheet. 24 minutes played. There's been a very long highlight going on just before half-time, so I suspect there's going to be a goal happening any second now. Yurkovs has this for us outside the area. Back to Vieira, across to Kouassi. Are we actually going to have a shot in this? Wilson, is he going to shoot? Across to Tchokwu. Tchokwu is there, finishes off his hat-trick in absolute style. It is 5-0. It is probably going to be 5-0 at half-time. It's not going to be 5-0 at half-time. It's going to be 6-0. Mihail Yurkovs with his first goal of the game. We are winning this title in absolute style. When we want to score goals, we certainly do score goals. 6-0 at half-time. Maybe another 4 in the second half. Let's get double figures. Well, second half hasn't been as action-packed as the first half. 70 minutes in, still 6-0. Or maybe not, it's 7-0. Mihail Yurkovs gets his second of the game. Substitute Kaspar's Ryback sets him up for this one. And that looks like it was the final action of the game. We are champions of the Latvia Higher League with a 7-0 victory on the final day. Here we go, then we're being presented with the trophy. Number 3, I think, I'm still not certain who half our players are, but number 3, which I think is Lysands, is going to be presented with the trophy again. We're going to see another cartwheel from Zommers. But here we go, we raise the trophy for the second time in this episode. So much money spent on the ticker tape parade and the fireworks. But we're champions of Latvia. We now have to look forward to next season. Champions League qualifiers. We're not going to see the cartwheel from the goalkeeper. We're just going to see the roof of the stand. Oh no, maybe we will. There it is. Good job. We have to see Zommers doing his cartwheel. It's not the same otherwise. Skinnz Academy do the double. That is absolutely spectacular to see. We have qualified for the Champions League. Sort of. We will find out how that works next season, but I think we have to possibly go through 3, maybe 4 qualifying rounds. What budgets are they giving us? They've given us £1.6 million. I'm not going to spend it. I feel like I have given us too much money as a club right now, and I don't want to spend that investing into the team. I want to spend that basically investing in the facilities. That's why I wanted us to have the money. I just didn't want us to go broke. I don't want us to be using that money to make us way, way better than the rest of the league. But we now need to start thinking about how do we challenge for qualifying for the Champions League. End of season awards then. Our first ever end of season awards as the Skinnz Football Academy. New arrivals. There was a lot of new arrivals. Most of these, all of these we didn't pay for, but most of them did actually get a lot of games. In terms of goals, Tchokwu and Wilson. Wilson, in my opinion, was our best signing. Tchokwu gets a higher rating, but I think because he got goals and assists, Wilson was consistent. He was very consistent. Kouassi as well in the middle of the pitch. A little bit of age there with Kouassi, 31 years old. kind of the oldest man in our squad. We've also got, if we go down, Zommers. Zommers is a key part of our squad. So key, in fact, they say that he was our signing of the season, which makes sense. Played 40 games for us. We've got a lot of new players who join the club. Next season, I'm not going to have anywhere near as many. There will be new faces, obviously, but it's not going to be an entire squad's worth. We're going to try and build with this squad, add some new faces, add some faces that will hopefully improve the team, add some Latvian faces. That's what we need. We haven't got many of those. As we know, we won the higher league. We won the Latvian Cup. We got knocked out of the Winter Cup in the semi-final against a team who we just beat earlier on, like in the episode, I think. We beat them, 3-0, and then lose 1-0 shortly afterwards. Next season, maybe the Winter Cup. I think in real life, this cup doesn't exist anymore, but it's in the game. I've put it in the game because I wanted 2 trophies to play for, and yeah, maybe we're going to win that one at some point. Moments to remember, biggest win, 10-0 against Daugavpils. We will hopefully see over the next few seasons, the league's kind of sorting themselves out. I think because a lot of clubs don't have any players, or very few players, Daugavpils were one of those teams that didn't sign anyone. They signed about 3 people to their squad of about 15. They had a very, very slim squad, which is why they got absolutely smashed whenever we played them, and a few other teams as well put loads of goals past them. Match to remember, 4-0 against RFS. I think that one might have been on camera. No, it wasn't. That was early on in the season. And then goal of the season goes to John Stefan Wilson, who will have a look at that goal now. So, in a game where we beat Riga 4-3 with a 95th minute winner, this is goal of the season for us. Wilson has it outside the area, takes a few touches, curls it into the top corner. That is top draw football from the big Ivorian winger. Finances, we've not really got much to talk about because obviously everything is brand new. Shirts sold, we sold 69 shirts. Nice. We've also £313 from non-domestic sales. That was me, wasn't it? I bought like 4 shirts. Yurkovs, Tachokwu, Kawasi, Zavs and Wilson as our top shirt sellers there. Team of the season is a bit weird to me. Why is Papsis there and not Wilson? Everyone else kind of makes sense, but Papsis ahead of Wilson doesn't make sense. Papsis got 2 goals and 2 assists in 7 starts. Wilson got 20 goals. Accolades, so I haven't set up Latvian Player of the Year and things like that, so we're not going to see any of those awards. There's no Team of the Season as far as I can tell, so annoyingly we're not going to see any of that. I couldn't work out how to do it, basically. It was taking me a long time to get this database working. So you can see Yurkovs wins a lot of things. Tachokwu, Zommers is signing of the season. We've seen Wilson's goal of the season. Yurkovs, top goal scorer with 43 goals. Kawasi with 27 assists. That's absolutely nuts. 9 man of the matches for Yurkovs, 7.7 average rating. Troninkov's getting the most pass completed award because it's a very well-known award that every team will ever give out. Everyone always gives that award out. It's the one that people sit down during the awards presentation evening and look forward to that one. Nobody's ever given that award out. Why is it always on this list? We've also picked up a multitude of records because we've literally never played football before. So we've got our unbeaten run, 18 games unbeaten run, 28 wins, 4 losses, 4 draws, 117 league goals. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Record low and record high points of 88. And then season review, we won stuff. That's expected. We were expected to finish top of the table. We were. Yeah, we battered. We just dominated everybody, didn't we? Absolutely dominated. Right, what do they want next season? So, club culture is fine. That's not a problem. However, we want to have a look. They've got rid of the world-class youth facilities. I guess that's a good thing. So, work within wage budget, not a problem. Qualify for the Europa League 2. We're qualifying for the Champions League. And this season, they want us to reach the 2nd qualifying round. I don't know what round we come in at, but sure, we will nod and agree. Well, that is going to do it then for Season 1 of Building a Nation with Latvia. I think we've started off very, very well. Admittedly, I wasn't expecting to start off this well, but the fact that we've won the league and we are now hopefully going to be getting close to the Champions League might mean big things can come to Latvia slightly quicker than expected. If we have a look at the coefficients, we are going to be way down the list here, 37th. Next season, we are actually going to drop. Ooh, that's not good. Let's click 30. So let's keep an eye on where 37 is. And we're actually moving up. Okay, we're moving up because some teams have dropped below us. That's fine. I don't think it's going to make too much of a problem. I don't think it is. But we now need to keep an eye on this number here, the 1.375. We basically need to help Latvia achieve higher than that. It's what we need to do. The basic way of doing it, the only way of doing it, is by playing games in Europe and not losing. Drawing and winning games gets you points. So hopefully we can draw some easy teams in the Champions League qualifiers. If we get knocked out, we draw some easy teams in the Europa League. If we get into the Europa League group stage, that's potentially big. That is potentially game-changing because we could get maybe 3 points from that just by playing like 6 games in the Europa League group stage. But that's for next season. Thank you very much for watching Season 1 of Building a Nation with Latvia. If you have enjoyed Season 1, do please remember to hit the like button on all the videos you've enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button if you're new and you want to see Season 2. That will be starting hopefully very, very shortly. And yeah, Champions League football to possibly look forward to next season. It's going to be a big year. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.